YouTube, acknowledge me. Check out that description. Let's make this quick. I am, of course, him, the one they talk about. I am the head of the golden table, the golden one himself, Ricky Goldman. And this right here is the channel with the sizzle, because the engines are starting for it, because it is the one, the only. Forget about the other channels. This is the People's Wrestling Channel. Once again, check out that description, because this is the 2023 SummerSlam predictions. Got a guest. I'm going to bring him in right now, and I'm sure he's going to challenge for everybody to try and take that title away from him. But he is the man himself, the reigning, defending quiz champion himself, the Irish Ace. It's Ian.
I figured since this song was playing in the SummerSlam ads, it had to be played.
Oh, yeah, of course, yes. I didn't know what it was. So, is it now Guns N' Roses?
No, it's Steppenwolf, Born to be Wild.
Oh, yeah, okay. They actually said it. You know, they say the thanks, and I took no notice, but not a bad song for
classic.
Not a bad song for SummerSlam. So yeah, so quick though. First of all, how are you?
I'm good.
And very quickly before we get into it, you want to lay out the challenge for somebody to try and take that title away from you.
I want a new challenger. I need some challenge, boys. Come on, step up the plate.
That is right. So I'll just quickly
get your thumb off your arses. Get your
hands
off your balls and come out.
I'll promote this later on, but if you have great wrestling knowledge, get on and try and take the title from Ian. So, SummerSlam, I don't think it's the best card. It's really nothing. For me, one card match. We'll take about a minute to do so to discuss the matches that should be happening, but aren't. So, Austin Theory versus Santos for the US title. If Santos is winning, I would have thought they would have put him over at SummerSlam. Your thought, very quickly, your thoughts on this not happening at SummerSlam?
Well, I know you're going to mention a couple of matches that should be on the card, but here's the thing as well. It's a situation where less can sometimes be better.
Your thoughts on Austin Theory and Santos on SmackDown and not SummerSlam? Even if it's just even if it's just a kickoff show, they could do that.
You don't regulate someone like Austin Theory who beat John Cena at WrestleMania.
Okay, then. Show. Anything. He's not on the card at all, but your thoughts it's not being on the card.
You don't regulate two guys who beat a future Hall of Famer and someone who beat a current Hall of Famer to the kickoff show. I mean, like, since Triple H has taken over creative, like, you have the issue of less is
right,
more.
Okay, so your thoughts about Austin about the match not being at SummerSlam?
If it's not there, it's not there. Like, it'll still be a good match on SmackDown. Like, you can't all get on the card.
A match that people don't really care about, but you would have thought it would have been on the card. Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley for the title. I thought that would have been on.
Well,
the Judgment Day are the most popular thing right now on Raw, so why not? So again, quickly, your thoughts.
Well, the obvious factor is Raquel is injured, so
that's but she attacked Rhea on Raw, so she can't be that injured.
But she got shot in the knee as well. But like, a match like that is more like, I think the backstory for that is more suited for when Payback happens in September, because you have
maybe for Payback, but it could be a squash match for Rhea. I would have still stuck it on the card.
I don't think it'll be a squash match for Raquel, but I'd say for Rhea. Like, I'd say Raquel put up an effort because Triple H is trying to push her, but like, you have a backstory to it now. Like, you have Raquel wanting revenge for Rhea at the attacks, costing the women's tag team titles, the attack on Liv Morgan. Here's the thing. Right. Here's a question. I'm going to put this to you. Does this, because a few months back, we had read that Triple H has penciled Raquel Rodriguez into winning the Women's Royal Rumble next year. But with now the injury to Liv Morgan, does that change things because of the popularity of Liv Morgan? Could Liv Morgan win the Rumble next year? And plus, she was the third woman eliminated. from this year.
This is a long minute just to say your thoughts on it not happening. They could have done Rhea just squashing Raquel, because does anybody really care about this match? It would have made Rhea look strong, but then you could have done the rematch at Payback. Does Liv win the Rumble? The champion is. I don't think Rhea holds the title till Mania.
I think she's holding till Mania. I think there's a plan for her to hold it.
I don't think you do Liv Rhea. We've seen that. And I don't think Liv's going to win. And it depends who's on SmackDown. Asuka, I think, should hold it for a long time. So no.
I think Liv and Rhea could happen, because you have a lot of backstory with the two, dating back to 2022.
Oh, Billy, he's here. Okay, Billy's turned up. I didn't think he was going to be here, but we've got another guest. And thank you. I didn't think he was going to be here, but here he is. It's the man himself, Billy. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yep. Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Give me just a second. I can't hear you. So say hello.
What's up?
Yeah, me now. Right, give me a second. I just need the toilet. 1 second.
All right, Billy.
You can talk among yourself.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? All I know is I was at Great American Bash, and we stole the Baron Corbin match.
Yeah, that wasn't a great match now, I have to say. Very bad debut for...
Yeah, it was very bad. How do you let the fans steal the show?
If you perform crap, they're going to turn on you.
Yeah, we turned on him like peanut butter and jelly.
He was the wrong person to debut against. I mean, you're trying to rebuild Baron Corbin. How are you going to rebuild him if he loses his first match, is a match against a debuting guy?
For real.
How do you work? That doesn't work.
No, not at all.
I think you should have started.
And guys,
maybe you should have started him off against what's his name?
Chad Gable.
Not Chad Gable. No, like if you're going to have him on NXT, maybe you should have started him against your man. What was it? He did the German suplex to him in NXT Underground.
I don't remember.
What's his name? Flipping. Used to be in Diamond Mine.
Right. Sorry about that. So quickly, Billy. I thought Great American Bash was good. What was your thoughts on it?
Was hilarious.
The whole of Great American Bash. What did you think of it?
It was great and hilarious at the same time.
Why was it funny?
We stole the Baron Corbin match, and the women's champion threw up.
Did she? Why?
She was exhausted. She was dehydrated.
Damn. Not enough water. So before you came in, Billy, we were just quickly discussing the matches that aren't happening. So quickly, about a minute, maybe 30 seconds, your thoughts on Santos Theory not happening at SummerSlam?
Man, boo. That's all I got to say. Boo.
And your thoughts of Rhea Raquel not happening at SummerSlam?
That's just stupid.
And I'll get your thoughts on this one. Trish, and this has got to end on Raw. They cannot drag it out until Payback. They've dragged it out since me, and they've really dragged it out. Trish, Becky, not happening at SummerSlam. Has Trish done enough to get booed in her own country? I don't think she has. I think Becky wins this, and it's a big match for Raw. But I would have stuck it on SummerSlam. Your thoughts, Billy, quickly?
All I gotta say is, where are my women matches? They canceled all the women's matches. Fuck them.
There's two matches. There's two women's matches on the card.
Ian, quickly, your thoughts on about a minute or so. I mean, nothing really longer than that. Your thoughts on Trish? I think it needs a legend. It needs a big name. They've got a couple of big names for SummerSlam, but Trish, Becky, not meant at SummerSlam. Quickly, your thoughts.
I think with Canada it works better because if Becky wins that gives her more momentum after. That gives her a little sting to Trish then beating her in her home country. Because Becky did beat Natty in Canada.
Right, but has Trish done enough to be booed in her own country? Yeah.
I think she can, but if Becky gets booed, she can take the heat because she was booed in Canada against Natty in SummerSlam in 2019, and she went with it and still won.
It's a big match for Raw, but I really would have stuck it on SummerSlam. Now, speaking of SummerSlam, 8 matches. So let's go with this one, and let's not turn into an LA Knight love fest. But it's 5 people. No, 5, 6. Is that 6?
It's
that's 6 people there. Is that 6 there? I can't count. So 6 people announced so far. So let's quickly go through them. Sheamus, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, Tommaso Ciampa, and Alpha Academy. Nakamura stuck in a meaningless battle royal. They could have done something with him, just anything. They could have done Bronson Reed and Nakamura, give him the kickoff show, or done something Alpha Academy. But they're stuck in a meaningless battle royal. This is LA Knight to win. Like, who cares? The winner's getting nothing. It's to promote Slim Jim.
I'd say it'll be LA Knight as well. I think this will be the start of the push they talked about having for him after SummerSlam. But I'd say, like, you're talking about Nakamura, you will get likes of your Bronson Reed will be in there, your Karrion Kross will be in there, Johnny Gargano will be in maybe, Dexter Loomis.
I don't need to go for the jobber roster.
Yeah.
So Billy, I'm guessing you're going for LA Knight here or not?
I want Shinsuke to win it because he needs something, but you already know LA Knight's winning all the way.
This is the
I agree. Yeah, Nakamura should win to give him something, but LA Knight's winning this. And really quickly, I'll take a minute or so. LA Knight's not good in the ring. He's a gimmick. He's never had a good match in NXT. He's never a good match on the main roster. I cannot say his matches aren't even remembered in 10 years, like Rock Cena, Rock Austin, Rock Hogan, Triple H, Taker, Michaels. His matches aren't going to be remembered. There's not a match I would say to somebody, go and watch that. Yes, he beat Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's losing to everybody. He's a gimmick. And that's it. He's good on the microphone. A Rock rip-off. There we go. And yes, okay, he's selling merch, and that's good for him, but anyway, Knight's winning this. Hang on. For some reason, I've not put up all the pictures. Modern technology.
Human technology is like LA Knight getting a push.
So this one should be good. I'm glad it's MMA rules. It gives it something different. I'm hoping this is a actual push for Shayna and not because just Ronda wants to leave. But you've got the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler versus the tough, baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. Billy, who are you going for?
I'm going with Shayna Baszler, but we all know Ronda's going to win in on her way out.
I think I'm going with Shayna on this one just to give her a send-off since she's leaving. And plus, when you're talking about Becky and Trish there, this is a chance now to let other people have a shine and give a break from having people like
hopefully.
Becky.
So I'm going to go for Shayna, and hopefully this is not just, right, she beats Ronda and that's it. You never see Shayna ever again. I'd give her a push, maybe turn her face and maybe have a go after Rhea. But that probably won't happen. This is probably just, unfortunately, a one and done.
The only thing, here's the thing about that feud: who is the face and who is the heel going into this? Because it's gotten really. That's my problem.
The package on Raw made Shayna look like the face, but do we know who's? It's kind of unexplained. Be like another feud we'll get to later on. But who's the face? Well, Shayna, isn't she? I don't know. You just talked to Shayna's probably the face if she feels like the face coming out of this, but
because you have people cheering Ronda and there are people booing Ronda, it's hard to, and Shayna doesn't really pull off safe face sometimes. Shayna has always worked better, has always been a heel for most of her career.
Whatever match Ronda's in, it's big, and this is a big match, and it'll be a big win for Shayna. It'll be good, but like I said, I just hope they push her, and it's not because Ronda wants to leave. They're giving Shayna the win.
I'd say there will
it's Raw. I'm very much the booking is very weak. Anyway,
kind of wish it was a fight pit match though.
Yeah, I thought that's where they were going, but
wish it was a fight pit.
So I'm going to play a video, and then actually I'm going to play one of your videos, Billy. You're here, so you actually get to promote it. So I'm going to play this, and if you can't get one of my t-shirts, at least share and give this a like. But here you go. Here it is. Wrestling Tees Goldman's, and Billy's actually in the process of trying to get more designs and helping me out get more designs on my Pro Wrestling Tees, my socials, and let's play the video I was talking about. So here it is.
Welcome to my store on Pro Wrestling Tees. Check out my beautiful dog logo on this black t-shirt. Or how about this waffle on this gold nice t-shirt we have here. And here are a few other designs. We got some on white, some on sand, two-sided shirts. Don't forget to search Billy Ray Dog on Pro Wrestling Tees. Billy Ray Dog on Pro Wrestling Tees. With that on Pro Wrestling Tees, more shirts are always coming.
Very nice.
And I'll get Billy back in. He just jumped out for a second. So I'll put the link up, and give me a second, Billy. I'll let you promote in a second. But Billy, one of Billy's t-shirts right here. Beautiful title design right there. So Billy, go ahead.
Get some great t-shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees. And free shout-outs on my page if you send me photos. And then also shout-outs on my YouTube channel automatically after the sale is announced.
Yeah, and he'll promote you as well. So if you've got a YouTube, you've got a what it's called X now, no longer Twitter, or a Facebook page or anything like that, I'm sure Billy will promote you. So buy one of his t-shirts. Great designs. You just saw the design right there, your championship design. There's a link. So there you go. Next match, if I can, I've got the picture. And hang on. Modern technology is the worst. This match, I think, will be good. And it's big for, here we go. So it's big for Ricochet. He's horrible on the microphone, really got no character. Logan's buried him on the microphone. But mega YouTube sensation Logan Paul takes on the high-flying Ricochet. Yeah, I think Logan's winning. There we go.
I want to see Ricochet win as well. Okay, yeah, Logan hasn't had a win so far this year, but like he's always good. He's a good performer, and I know this will be a good match. But I'd like to see Ricochet get a win, like because with Ricochet, you get it. You start to push for him, and then it slides down a bit. His last push was when he won the SmackDown World Cup, and then he faced Gunter, and then he didn't get the job done. And then he was in
his last push was with would have said with Braun before Braun got injured.
Yeah, and then Braun got injured, and now he's on his own. So like a win over Logan Paul does help him.
In the long run, it doesn't, because they're going to do nothing with him. So I think Logan Paul wins. Billy, you've disappeared, but go on.
I'm going with Logan Paul because all Ricochet is Mr. Flippy.
Yeah, and this will be good. Big match for Ricochet, but a win really does nothing for him. He's not going to go unbeat.
But what do you do with Logan Paul after? What do you do after Logan Paul if he beats him? What do you do with him next?
If Logan Paul wins, we go back to doing his podcast.
Well, I suppose then you have to give him something after his podcast. Then, like
he's not going to be on Raw on the following Raw. He'll be Summerslam, maybe probably Saudi Survivor Series.
Do you push him towards Saudi against whoever the world champion is?
I'm just saying, no. Have him go against.
Probably not.
Have him go against the United States champion, take that belt, and then come out with his own custom version of the belt, and he'll end up making how much money in merchandise sales from that?
Well, yeah, because Logan isn't strictly Raw, is he? So
no, he
could go after any of the mid-card belts, or he goes after, if Rollins is still world champion, maybe faces Rollins again in Saudi.
But also, think about this. Carmelo Hayes.
I don't. I don't. What? Go on. Explain then.
I don't think Logan Paul needs the NXT title.
And you do not say that. That'll be a great match. But you don't. Logan Paul's not beating Carmelo Hayes.
No.
Yeah, Carmelo's going to lose to a part-time YouTuber. As big as Logan Paul is,
he doesn't need it. No, he doesn't need it.
This match, I think, will be good, but is it big enough for SummerSlam? Yeah, arguable. So, the Ring General Gunter taking on the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. Like I said, it's going to be a good match. Billy, who are you going for?
I'm going with Gunther because he has not beaten Honky Tonk's reign yet, which they were trying to do.
I'm going
to go on Billy. Sorry.
If Drew loses, who can take Gunther's spot? Who can dethrone him?
Okay, Gunther's winning this. They're going to surpass Honky. I would have Gunther losing a triple threat, not get pinned. He's going to win the Rumble, go on to take the world title, and that makes him look super strong, just not being pinned.
But who do you have in the triple threat for the face Gunther?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying a triple threat. I'm just saying that's how I would protect him. I wouldn't have him get pinned at all.
I'm saying Gunther. Sorry.
Gunther or Drew?
I'm saying Gunther as well, but like after he beats Drew, there are two options. Following Raw, I think I'd like to see them do Gunther and Chad Gable, maybe get Gable to take the title off him, or if he's able to come back, and I've heard talk of them coming back on Give Me Sport, Gunther versus Big E.
Big E's injured. He's been injured for 2 years. He was on, I don't know if you watched it or not, but WWE Weakest Link, and he said there he's been out and injured. No, I'd have Gunther losing a triple threat and not be pinned at all. Probably not ever, but really going to Mania unpinned.
But he's already been pinned twice in his career in WWE. So, like, if he's pinned again, it doesn't. The two people
who's pinned him on the main roster?
Nobody's pinned the main roster, but true.
There we go. So he's unpinned. Therefore, NXT doesn't matter. NXT is a different world. Most people don't watch it. As good as NXT is, and I like it, much easier to watch than Raw. 2 hours, makes sense, all of that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't watch it, so Gunther's not been pinned. I wouldn't have him be pinned at all. He goes into Mania on unpinned guy, wins the Rumble, wins the title.
But if you have him lose to Chad Gable, just have Gable tap him out.
No, okay, he loses unpinned, unsubmitted, all of that. Gable is good in the ring. But what's his character? He's going to be funny, but he's really got no character, and you separating him from Otis, and just Gunther remains unpinned, untapped out.
I can tell you why these won't work for both Big E and Gunther. I mean, not Gunther, Chad Gable. Chad Gable is because he's with Otis, and they're trying to push Otis to the star, and Otis needs that partner to wrestle in the ring. And from what I've heard, Big E may not be ever returning due to the merge of the companies. They don't want anyone coming back from a neck injury.
Then you push either Chad Gable, but then you push Chad Gable to take the title off him. I think
triple. Gunther needs to go into Mania undefeated. He loses it in a triple threat and then doesn't get his rematch. That's how you protect him. Chad Gable beats. Oh no!
But like, hang on, Ilya Dragunov wasn't a big guy, and he beat Gunther. So
and NXT is a separate world that nobody watches. NXT doesn't really exist in many people's eyes, so he's unpinned. In the world of WWE, Gunther's unpinned. NXT is a separate world that people don't really watch. So I'd have in triple threat. Who I'd have him in that? You put the title on Priest, maybe. I don't know. Who I'd have in the triple threat. You could have Gable in the triple threat. You could have Gable win, but he doesn't pin or submit Gunther.
If Priest hadn't won Money in the Bank, then I would have had him beat Gunther. But you
could have Gable take the Intercontinental title, but he doesn't pin or submit Gunther. He goes into Mania. For me, I like Gunther, and he goes into Mania just totally unpinned, as dominant as he can look. I've got a list of them. Give me a second. Okay, we'll go to this one. This, I think, is WrestleMania, SummerSlam worthy, and will be good. So, a triple threat for the women's WWE Women's Championship. your current champion Asuka, the ESC of WWE, and everybody's favourite Charlotte Flair. Asuka's retained. Okay, Billy, I'll go to you first, actually.
I'm going with Asuka retaining the belt because this match was supposed to be at the previous pay-per-view and it didn't happen, so she's going to easily retain it. It means nothing. And Charlotte's just a butthead, intercepts into any title match after any return.
And unfortunately, Charlotte and Bianca are the focus, and Asuka's really not. She's kind of an afterthought in this feud. Yeah. Anyway, Ian, Asuka, Charlotte, or Bianca?
Asuka 100%. And do we see a cash-in from Io?
I'm going to go for Asuka winning. I think you have a tease cash in and Bailey gets in the way and again costs Io, and that will continue.
Asuka wins, Bianca takes the pin.
Or a tap out or whatever, but Io will come out and try and cash in, and I want Asuka to have a nice long run to make it meaningful for when Io wins. But Bailey will get in the way and cost her again, and they'll build that.
Yeah, you have to have Bailey versus Io before Io cashes
at some point. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if they have Io cash in while she's still with Bailey, and then the breakup happens, and then the feud over the title. Maybe we'll wait and see.
Well, I suppose you could have before you have Bailey, because Bailey is kind of in a feud with Shotzi, so you could have. You have Shotzi go over Bailey, and then if Io beats Asuka, Bailey gets jealous, and then you have Bailey and Io for the title.
Yeah, she gets jealous, turns. Asuka, Io's had enough, leads to a title match. Yeah, one more video, and we'll get into other matches and next match. Anyway. On my soldier right there, and my phone, me do all of that to never miss anything I do. So the next match, the one that everybody's looking forward to, the stagnant, unexplained feud. We as fans know why it's happening. We're not stupid, but it is still unexplained. And I'll try not to fall asleep while saying his name. But Cody Rhodes takes on Brock Lesnar. No stipulation. Now, 3 Stages of Hell would have took too long, but they could have easily... Right, okay, the thing with Cody, if they're trying to pile as much sympathy on as they can, if they're going to do that, do it properly. You do a bull rope match, but Cody's got to win by submission, so he taps all 4 corners, then that's a claw to a win. There you go. Cody beating Lesnar's going to do nothing. He's Reigns, Lesnar, maybe Rollins, but really Reigns and Lesnar are only 2 stars in WWE. Cody's going to beat Lesnar and nobody cares. So Cody's going to win this, but wow. Billy, who are you going for?
Cody. But this match is overdone, outrated, overhyped bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of people, unfortunately, are bored with it, and that's not you sticking Cody with the only 3 Reigns, Lesnar. Again, you could maybe throw Rollins in there, but he's not the stardom that Reigns and Lesnar are. Cody's in a feud with Lesnar, and people just don't care, and it's rinse and repeat. Out comes Cody, out comes Lesnar, beats him up, and just you could have done so much more. You could have had Lesnar invading Cody's home, or destroying his boss, or going to the Nightmare Factory. You could have done anything than what they've done. So I'm guessing you're going for Cody, Ian. You're muted, can't you? Yeah, I've gone deaf.
I'm going Cody because, they could have done all that. Like, the closest they did was having been F5'd in front of his mom. But like with the new documentary out Cody now, so I'm going with Cody definitely to win this one, because there was no point in them adding Seth Rollins to it, because they're not planning to have Cody face Rollins anytime soon. So
no, I'm saying, well, you said the other day Rollins is a star, arguable, but Reigns, Lesnar, your two biggest stars in WWE.
We'll get to Rollins later, but I'm going with Cody on this one because
Reigns, Lesnar, your two biggest stars in WWE, and nobody cares if he beats Lesnar. And then we'll get to the rumors now. Apparently, he's brave. Did he do what I think they're going to do? Okay, we'll get to this later then, the rumors. So, yeah, let's get to the next match then. Again, let me upload the picture. Modern technology. I hate it. And give me a second, 1 second here. So, he is the revolutionary. He is the visionary. It's Seth freaking Rollins putting his world title on the line against Judgment Day member Finn Balor. Give me a hang on. That was a copyright strike right there. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. It'll be a good match, big match for Balor. It's 7 years in the making, but is this big enough for SummerSlam? Not really. Storyline is pretty weak. I think Balor's winning.
Oh, he went off.
Yeah. So I'll go with Balor winning it because Seth's hurt, and it's an easy way if Roman.
Yeah, I was buffered. I was buff. We're all buffered. Then we all egg timed. But Balor wins. There's no top level heels. You don't have Priest cashing in. Judgment Day is way too popular and just dominating Raw, and that's not happening. Balor wins, and I know you said, Ian, that Rollins wins the title back at Payback. No, I don't know. Reigns isn't going to be out Survivor Series, but let's say he is. Rollins isn't beating Reigns. That just devalues the world title. But this one, Balor's taking it. So, Ian, are you going for Balor?
Yeah, I'm going for Balor on this occasion because he's been promised to push for a while since the takeover from Triple H, and we know Trips is fond of Finn since NXT, so yeah. But the thing is, though, like, you give him, I don't think Priest will cash in because I think they'll want to give Balor a bit of a longer one to make up for what happened in 2016, because I think it is well earned from him. I think you say, like, say, if they do get Seth versus Roman, because remember, card's subject to change, and it's a long one, and there's plenty of time now between August and November.
But Rollins would have to be champion to face Reigns,
and then wins it back at some point. And then if you do Rollins versus Reigns, you have Priest cash in during the match with Priest pinning Rollins, and that saves Roman or Seth getting pinning each other.
Reigns is probably not going to be there, which that just makes him even big. Now, Survivor Series is the fourth out the big four, be putting Reigns even bigger than his. But that could happen, but apparently he's not going to be there. Billy, are you going for Balor taking the title? Did Seth Rollins leave as champion?
I'm going with Finn Balor because if they do this right, they can work this amazingly. Somehow get Roman at Survivor Series. Finn Balor gets cashed in basically on by Priest. Roman knocks both of them out. So technically, Priest doesn't pin Finn. Roman puts Priest on top of Finn, and then counts for the 1, 2, 3. Roman doesn't get pinned and costs Finn the title.
But why would Reigns do that when he's heel and he doesn't care
Because
about Finn and he doesn't care about Priest? He doesn't care about the world title. He's got his own 3 titles.
Yeah, and plus, I think if they were to build a match, like if Roman does show
And Finn and Balor and Reigns both heel. That's a weak match. It wasn't a good match when it was. Well, it wasn't bad at Extreme Rules, but that's a weak match. Who's the face? Nobody.
Well, Finn was the face on that occasion.
No, but they're both heel. No, it happens at Survivor Series. Reigns and Balor are heel.
Plus, like they'll go by popularity because they know that both Roman and Seth are 2 draws, and they know how over they are with the crowd.
Right, but Balor and Reigns are heel, so that just wouldn't work. And Reigns would destroy Balor on the microphone.
No, it wouldn't work. But like, if they go by popularity, they'd go with Rollins. They'd go with Rollins on this one. No disrespect to Finn, but like Finn is
Reigns is far more popular than Balor, but we'll have to wait and see. I doubt very much Reigns is going to be at Survivor Series, but let's wait and see.
Card subject to always remember. Card subject to change.
Yeah, I could be there.
But then one final video will get. What one?
I said, it's a long way till November.
It is, but we'll have to wait and see. One final video, we'll get to the only match that matters. Lots to discuss about this match, so let's do this video, and yeah. GWO Gold World Order for life. If you people want to be in the WhatsApp group for GWO, let me know. Before we get to the final match, something that is rumored may or may not happen: the Grayson Waller effect. I don't think he's going to be the person that everybody thinks he's going to be. If it is The Rock, to have The Rock there just used on the Grayson Waller effect is a big waste. Yes, it's big for Grayson, but to not be involved in the main event, ew. But go on, Billy. Do you think The Rock's going to be there? Do you think he turns up upon the? Do you think he turns up for the Grayson Waller effect?
No, I think The Rock's done. He's done. He ain't coming back anytime soon. Only time he'll come back is for his Hall of Fame induction.
Okay, and we'll get to more of The Rock later in a second. Ian, does The Rock turn up for Grayson Waller effect? Yes or no?
No, he's unemployed at the moment because of the actor the Hollywood strike. But no, I don't.
So let's get to the main event. We'll discuss if The Rock's turning up during it or after it. So it is your tribal chief, the head of the table, the greatest of all time, 1,067 days, the man with 3 titles, the undisputed champion Roman Reigns visited his cousin Jey Uso in a tribal combat match for both the undisputed title and the right to be called tribal chief. Give me a second to hang on. I've not got it. Ah, there he is. Another copyright strike, but that doesn't matter.
Cease and desist order from WWE.
I don't think they care about my channel, really. I don't think Roman Reigns... Well, hopefully he watches, but I doubt it. Hopefully he acknowledges me, but I doubt it. Billy, is your tribal chief Roman Reigns holding on to his title, or does Jey Uso actually do it? Oh, are you on McDonald's Wi-Fi?
Yeah, McDonald's, it. Romans pick up the victory because of there's going to be some Someone from the Samoan family, not The Rock, interfering.
I think Jay comes close. Well, I'll discuss how I would book Jay in a second, and I think it's Reigns Jay at SummerMania, and it's not Reigns Cody. Jay will come close, damn close. People actually think he's going to win. I think he's got a chance, but Reigns isn't losing at SummerSlam. The Bloodline storyline is over at SummerSlam. So yeah, Reigns is winning. Does The Rock turn up? I think they need something. I think they need something to end SummerSlam on a high note. But I do think that Cody comes out and will confront Reigns, and that's where you have Bray attack. And then they do Bray Cody. Neither should be really losing that one. Will fans care? And if Bray attacks Cody and the fans cheer, they fail Cody. Anyway, Ian, is your tribal chief retaining, or does Jay do the unexpected?
Roman's retaining easily. I think it'll be a good fight. It'll be a great main event. I know it will be a great main event, but like after they've done this match, then that's it. You write the Usos out of the Roman Reigns story and let them do their own thing.
Does The Rock turn up?
No, he doesn't need to.
Very quickly, how I would book it. So Jay comes very close at SummerSlam. He's out the family. You then continue to push him at Payback, Fastlane, and now Survivor Series. Don't know quite know what you do at Survivor Series, but he's in the Rumble. So, no. So, okay, right. Jimmy's still part of the family, but he doesn't want to do but has to do what Reigns says. So Reigns sticks him either in handicap matches or Jimmy just wins, gets beaten up. Jay can't save him. He's not in the family. This causes Jimmy to get jealous because it's Jay getting the title shots. Jay Gunther in the Rumble. Jimmy comes out. You think Jay's winning. Super kick. Gunther eliminates Jay. Them two in the chamber. Jimmy gets eliminated before Jay enters it. Jay wins. Jimmy attacks him, a full-on attack. Jay won't fight him. He doesn't know why he's turned on him, but will accept a match at Mania. Beats Jimmy night one, and he could do one of two things: do Reigns Jay night two, or even a triple threat. So Jimmy's still in Jay's way, and Jay wins. You not do Reigns Cody. That isn't the match for the biggest WrestleMania ever. Nobody cares about the feud against Lesnar. People will care less about Bray. Jimmy, he's not winning the Rumble. Does he win the Elimination Chamber if you move Cody to SmackDown or make it obvious he's beating Reigns? So are you going to lose money? Reigns is a massive ratings poll. 3 million. And you can go on all day what he's done. I don't think you go from that to Cody, who can't even pull the ratings in on Raw. Yes, he's people sing to his theme music. Yes, he sells merch, but he's not doing what Reigns is doing. So, no, I don't think it's Cody. It shouldn't have been Cody this year, but okay, it was. But for Mania 40, if they can't get Rock Reigns, it's Reigns Jay for me. Billy, what do you think? What should be the main event of WrestleMania 40?
I'm going with Cody versus Roman, or Roman versus The Rock. But it's going to be Cody.
If it is going to be Reigns The Rock, because that's going to be the main event, and he won't be Cody. So again, they fail. I think they really booked Cody very badly. It's just. Like the booking on Raw is horrendous, and I think 3-hour Raw, it needs to go back to 2 hours, much easier to watch, and just it's like watching a 3-hour movie every week that makes no sense. You'll tune in and watch it anyway. So Ian, do you think it should be Cody should be the guy, or do you think they have pushed Jay all the way to Mania and Jay is the one to finally do it?
It's going to be Cody. It's no-brainer. It's going because here's the thing with Jay. He couldn't beat Roman in a one-on-one match. He couldn't beat him in Hell in a Cell.
Well, yeah, it was way too soon for him to beat Jay Reigns then.
I know. But hang on. If he can't beat him in a tribal combat match, what's the point of giving him a match at WrestleMania 40? If he can't win it, if he can't win 2 stipulation matches and one-on-one match.
This is only real title shot. He was never going to win at Night of Champions or Hell in a Cell. No one thought that. Nobody thought that was happening. So
if he loses,
this is his real first title shot.
If he loses and he's out of family, then you have to start giving him something else. Maybe start a build for him versus Jimmy at WrestleMania. Should it be The Rock? Should it be The Rock versus Roman? It should have been at a sooner stage rather than later, because either way, like if you had that at a later stage, you could have had a better build for that. Because if you have it now, Roman is going over either way. Roman is going over either way. I think that it should be Cody versus Roman. Let Roman break Hogan's record and let Cody take this dude be the guy that dethrones him.
If Cody beats him at Mania, Reigns doesn't surpass Hogan, so he'll have to beat Cody at Mania to surpass Hogan. See, if it is Rock Reigns, it's Mania 40. Surely The Rock's going to be there.
The Rock can make an appearance and he can cut a promo and do something similar, or he doesn't be there at all.
Well, surely it's the biggest Mania ever. I would imagine Rock, Hogan, Austin, Flair, Michaels, any legend they can get, Undertaker, every legend possibly they can get will be there and do something.
But here's the thing. Like last WrestleMania, like they didn't have a lot of legends do a lot of talking. They just stuck with the wrestling.
Well, this is the biggest Mania ever, so
you can be the biggest Mania ever as well, but you have to maybe let.
It is the biggest Mania ever. It's Mania 40.
Yeah, but we say that every time we get to 10, 20, 30, 40, we say it's the biggest ever. We'll be saying the same thing when we get to 50, when we're all old men.
But it is the biggest ever so far. 40 years of WrestleMania, that is insane.
It is insane. All right?
If you do Rock Reigns, it's probably going to be for the title. Reigns is going to win. Who's there to beat Reigns before Mania? There's nobody.
But what would be the point in having him Rock? They could have done it at a sooner stage rather than now, because we know Roman is going over. So there's no point in him beating a 50-year-old because it really does nothing for him.
The biggest movie star in the world. It does a lot for him.
The Rock's movie star is sinking at the moment. I mean,
still a mega movie star and huge mega name.
And he's unemployed. And here's the thing: what if the writer's strike ends before the writer's strike could end sooner rather than later? So Rock will be back to work.
The Rock is still a mega star, blockbuster movies, all the company he's got. A win for Reigns will be huge.
But like Billy said, I don't think he's going to come back and wrestle. I think if he comes back to WWE, make an appearance in Mania, or else make an appearance and take his Hall of Fame ring.
And if it is Rock Reigns, with or without the title line, Reigns is winning, that's your main event. And there's nobody to beat Reigns before Mania, so...
If Reigns had dropped the title at this year's Mania to Cody, then I'd be for Rock versus Roman, and it could be the main event, and you'd be grand. You'd have no title; you just have another notch on Roman's belt.
See, I think Cody probably should have won at Mania, because look what's happened now. Reigns is defending the title very rarely on TV at pay-per-views. Do they want to continue that? But then I don't think Cody's boring. He doesn't really do anything. He doesn't come out and say, "What do you want to talk about?" He doesn't pull in the ratings, and nobody cares about the Pee-wee legend. Where's the massive star?
But the Raw rating is not awful. It's still 1,000 something. I mean, SmackDown is higher, and it should be 2 hours. But who is pulling in the ratings for Raw? Is it Seth Rollins then?
Who's pulling in the ratings? Nobody really, but who's say Rollins and Judgment Day? Rollins and Judgment Day, probably.
Rollins and Judgment Day. Cody has to play some part. Gunter maybe could play some part.
Yeah, I like Gunther, but if people tuning in, I think WWE in general, certainly Raw, kind of cater to the same audience week in, week out. They're not really trying to grow that audience, because you get to watch a 3-hour Raw from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. that makes no sense, and he's really dragged out. They're trying to fill those 3 hours as much as they can.
At least with Raw, they try to fill it with actual wrestling and not just silly segments. Yeah, you'll get a talk segment here and there, but you're not getting
who wants to see match after match after match and
But it's a case of where you have to work with what you got, but you also have to be. They need to start adding in some of the things that were promised her, like, we're still waiting on the DIY reunion and the way. We're still waiting on that.
I'd turn it back to 2 hours. NXT, SmackDown, much easier to watch. 2 hours flies by.
It would probably be, yeah, it would be better probably if it was 2 hours. You need to really, but that's something that Triple H will have to talk about with the US and Nick Khan.
What did you say, Billy?
Hell no. It needs to be 3 hours because it's good content, great going.
There are good matches.
That's not great content. It is the worst wrestling WWE show ever.
There are good matches here and there on a Raw. Like they can have there's sometimes a good opener and there's sometimes is a good main event.
Yeah, it's not saying Raw is totally unwatchable. It's good, but it's not on the edge. You see what's happening next. Oh, this is going to be good. It's worth staying up for and watching the 3 hours. That was an okay Raw.
Yeah, but like at least there is more. There's more wrestling on it than there was beforehand. Before Trips took over creative, I mean, like you'd get pointless talk segments or you'd get pointless little game segments or anything like that.
You got to remember, Triple H likes the 3 hour Raw. He actually enjoys it because he get more money with advertisement. He can get the wrestlers to get on there so he can get them popular. Then they buy T-shirts of that wrestler. But it's the
same kind of 12. It's Rollins, Judgment Day, Sammy, Owens, Becky.
But it's the case of where they
every week it's really no one's really getting a push. The Miz, Nakamura, every week.
But it's more. It's a case of where they have to really work with what they got.
But they've got the talents, like all the people that came up from NXT, and they're doing nothing.
There needs to be a few more people. Like they need to put back on. They need to get the way on. They need to get JD. Yeah, they had Apollo Crews on, but he was just put up there to be put
exactly. Crews is in the same position he was before, so he should just stayed in NXT.
But they're always I'd say they're just going at the time, like they have to still work with certain stories and they have to still work with the talent they want to push. Your Damian Priest, your Gunter.
I get why they're pushing Reigns and Judgment Day because they're what pulls in the ratings. That's what pulls in the money. Of course, they're going to push them, but I think Judgment Day are just all over Raw and tell me a bit too much. And with Reigns, he's at that level, 3 world titles. No one's going to reach that level.
But here's the thing:
buries the company forever.
When he loses those titles, do 2 of them go away and 1 stays with someone else?
Well, yeah, I would have thought so. Whoever, Jay, Cody, whoever carry 3 titles around, I would imagine.
If Cody does beat Reigns, then the gold title will stay with him.
Yeah, I can't see him carrying 3 titles around. Reigns, he's stuck in 1,200 days. There'll be no point keeping a Universal title anymore.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, there needs to be more an influence of some of the talent they called up from NXT onto. Hopefully now that can come back now that Triple H hasn't to deal with Vince for a while, knowing Vince being having the spinal surgery and has been subpoenaed recently.
Damn. And with Reigns, quickly, obviously, the ratings poller, they're going to push him. It's amazing what he's doing, but I'll say this each and every time he's on pay-per-view or on TV, push the rest of the roster, which they aren't doing. There's nobody feels on Reigns' level. Reigns is head, like he said on First Take, if you watched it, head and shoulders above the rest, and then there's everybody else. So
there is talent being pushed on SmackDown.
No, but Reigns is head and shoulders above everybody.
Yeah. Well, so, they're going to need someone when if Reigns decides to take a break after Mania 40, they will need someone to fill the void.
And unfortunately, they've got I think Jay's the one, but they're never going to have a star like Reigns again, unfortunately. So
it'll be a while. But yeah, we say it about every time there's a star coming up. I think Cody will be the one to hold the spot when Reigns. But
he's not in the main event, 7 Manias, hold the title for 1,000 days, go on 3 years unpinned, and sell out SmackDown. So he's never going to be on Reigns' level.
SmackDown could still sell out even without Reigns. WWE has.
Well, okay, Cody's not main eventing 7 Manias.
Well, he wasn't able to main event 7 Manias because he wasn't there.
But he's not going to do because he's not big enough.
We don't know what we're sure.
He don't have a 1,000-day title reign.
He's only main evented 1 WrestleMania so far. If he gets that, that's only 2. So 7 is miles away. Sure, Don't look too far ahead. Just look to the next.
He's not a big enough. Go on, Bill. Billy, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi's awful.
It's all about LA Knight.
But Cody's not. We all know he's not going to be main eventing the next 7 Manias and holding the title for 1,000 days. He's just not big enough. Cody main eventing Mania.
Jesus,
Yeah, this would have been Cody beats The Rock, and he's still not big enough. So,
dude, you look ahead don't look ahead too far. Like, just look in the now. So, like, I'm not thinking what's going to happen in a few years. Like, I didn't think Reigns was going to hold the belt to 1,000 days. I just enjoyed it. Yeah, because I just enjoyed the reign for how it went. Like, so, like, he could have dropped it on other occasions to someone else. Like, he could have dropped it at the other WrestleMania. He could have dropped it at one of the other WrestleManias, or he could have dropped it at Clash the Castle. Like, don't look that far ahead. Just enjoy what he's doing at the moment, and don't think what could be and what not could be.
Billy? What are you doing?
Jesus, that's terrible.
That's going to give me an epileptic fit. Drew, I didn't think Drew was going to win. Drew got like a 3-week build. That was it. Anyway, before I have some sort of fit, what's Billy put in the chat? I have to read that now, bloody hell. Okay, then, right, Billy's heading out. So, one quick final promotion of your T-shirts. Go on.
Don't forget to check out Personal T-shirts right there. And get T-shirts, you get promoted. That's how it is. From free promotions, we're buying my shirts. See y'all.
No, he's gone again.
Oh, there we go. My microphone went off then for some reason. So yeah, Billy, enjoy wrestling school and good luck. And I'm glad you had a good time at Great American Bash. And Ian, are you going to any SummerSlam watch parties on Saturday?
I'll be watching my girlfriend's place for the weekend.
I'm going to one. I'm looking at the party I'll be going to. They have to do a wrestling quiz, wrestling cosplay. I'll be going to dress as Roman Reigns, of course. Yeah, they're a good laugh, they're good fun, but SummerSlam itself could be a whole lot better.
I'd say it'll still be a good show either way.
But it doesn't feel like the second biggest show of the year. It feels for me.
Because you're only looking at it through one match. If you like most of the talent that are on the roster, then you'll enjoy it. Yeah,
it'll be good matches, but they're not SummerSlam second biggest pay of the year. SummerSlam worthy.
Well, then just enjoy it for what it is, and just you might like. I've enjoyed most of the pay-per-views for what they are. There have been exciting matches at them, so just enjoy it for what it is. You might surprise.
Yeah, true. Rather than say if it's not arranged, it's awful.
Just enjoy it for what it is, and like you might get a few surprises out of it.
True. Yeah, I think will be good, and the potential to like steal the show. Yeah. So yeah, wait and see.
Yeah, just go into it and just enjoy and not really think what could be and what could not be.
I do that all the time. Anyway, I'll put you backstage for now if you want to chat for a couple of minutes.
I'm going to run, so I'm going to have something to eat. I haven't eaten for a while. I need to have
something. Okay, then, right. Well, enjoy that, and thank you for joining me. And enjoy SummerSlam, and thank you, and see. And right, thank you. So what's coming up on quick promotion, and this has been like an hour long, going on for an hour long now. So Saturday SummerSlam watch party, join me for it. I'll be at the official watch party. You can say hello if you're there. Then Journey 2 and review of Future Shock, Journey 2 review of LWF, all in predictions, all in watch along. But do head to P&P Pancakes and Power Slams on X, I believe. It's on, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Facebook, but more importantly, YouTube. Couple of hours after NXT, Dr. Who's Featherstone, we'll talk about wrestling subject. This week it was Trish and Becky being pulled from SummerSlam. And then we have an after party. So, you know, great fun. So come in, only £4.20 a month, you know, which is not very much. $4. So that's P&P, Panties and Power Slams. Also, Sports Key, tell them I sent you, give them a massive like. If it's your podcasts, DOMCAST and In Time Wrestling Podcast, do go and follow Justin211. If it's your eFeds, TWF Network, ASPW Production, and last but never least, Radio Extreme Wrestling, Red Billy Radio F8. And if you're into your promo-based eFeds, it is PPA Promo Performance Alliance. So again, SummerSlam watch party, join me for that. I'll be at the official watch party. Like I say, come and say hello if you're there on Saturday. Director's Box in Manchester. Quiz, cosplay competition, wrestling themes played all night until SummerSlam. Journey 2 review of Future Shock 90th anniversary review. Journey 2 review of LWF Clash at the Center 2. All in predictions, all in watch along. But for now, like and subscribe. Get me to that next milestone. If you can do nothing else, share, like, subscribe, and it is Ricky Goldman out.